Bo, Trump's 20-point Gaza peace plan. We're going to look at it. It does include Tony Blair, as we reported a few days ago. I think it was like it was a few days ago now. It was rumor at that point. Well, it turns out to be true. This Nettie's on board with it. He's all game, apparently. Mental. This whole thing is mental. So worthwhile covering here, of course, on the state of politics. This is quite long. Obviously, it's 20-point plan, so we'll slowly go through it. Please do jump in, as and when, I guess. I mean, first things first. Donald Trump's plan to end the war in Gaza has been accepted by Benjamin Netanyahu. Hamas has not yet released an official response. So straight away, that's absurd. It's not. Yeah. I mean, both parties needs to agree to it, obviously. So all right then, no worries, cool. Yeah. But all right.
It does say one of two things, doesn't it? Either Hamas have got no intention of agreeing to any of this because it's just not in their interests, or actively against their worldview and all that sort of thing. Or two, Israel and the United States and Tony Blair want to just impose it on them. Well, once again, good luck with that, because they don't take kindly to that. That's part of their whole beef since the 1940s, is that they've just been imposed upon. But okay, go on then. What have we got?
So this is the actual official text that has been provided by the White House. Number one, Gaza will be de-radicalized, terror-free zone that does not pose a threat to its neighbors. Good luck with that.
So depopulated then, is that what you're saying? You're not going to have any Palestinians in it then? Okay.
Yeah, well, because they're radical. So yeah, well done. Like a de-radicalized zone. Islam is radical. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, by its very nature, it's radical.
Yeah.
That's so dumb. Gaza will be redeveloped for the benefit of the people of Gaza who have suffered more than enough. Sure. I guess, sure. I mean, it's been leveled, so yeah, people are going to live there. It has to be developed, doesn't it, I guess?
You're going to demolish all their buildings and then build them new ones. Okay. That's what you want to do.
I wonder who'll get that contract. Will it be BlackRock, perhaps?
Serco.
Yeah. No, it'll be a BlackRock thing. Guaranteed. BlackRock and Vanguard. It'll be one of them. Larry Fink. God. If both sides agree to this proposal, the war will immediately end. Israeli forces will withdraw to the agreed upon line to prepare for a hostage release. During this time, all military operations, including aerial and artillery bombardment, will be suspended, and battle lines will remain frozen until conditions are met for the complete staged withdrawal. And that makes sense. I can't see it happening, but that makes sense. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, the first line there, if both sides agree to... well, I'll stop you there. Hamas almost certainly aren't going to agree to it. So, all right, the rest of those words you've got in that paragraph.
Do they even have the hostages anymore?
Huh?
Do they even have the hostages anymore?
Yeah.
Are they even alive?
They've got loads still.
But do we even know that they're still alive?
US citizens. Sorry, Nate, you go. Sorry.
I was going to say, do we still know that they're even alive, though? There's no guarantees that they're still alive.
I believe that recently, a few weeks ago or a month or two ago, intermittently, they do release footage showing that at least some are still alive. But
fair. Within 72 hours of Israel publicly accepting this agreement, all hostages alive and deceased will be returned.
So this is just an Israeli wish list. Are we looking at here?
It does kind of look like it. Well, no, because this one, number 5, once all hostages are released, Israel will release 250 life sentence prisoners plus 1,700 Gazans who were detained after 7th of October, including all women and children detained in that context. For every Israeli hostage whose remains are released, Israel will release the remains of 15 deceased Gazans. So, I mean, I can't imagine that's actually something that they would want, because Some of those people on life sentences in Israel would be
Yeah.
like radical Islamists. So
It's a classic thing Israel have done for years. For years, is to give back Israeli prisoners on a not fair basis. That they will swap many more Islamic terrorists for prisoners or hostages that they've taken. We've done that for years. I remember going all the way back to the 80s and 90s. They were doing that. If you give us the 3 soldiers you've captured, we'll release like 500 of your guys and stuff like that.
That's mental.
Yeah.
Once all hostages are returned, Hamas members who commit to peaceful coexistence and to decommission their weapons will be given amnesty. Members of Hamas who wish to leave Gaza will be provided safe passage to receiving countries. Good luck. Upon acceptance of this agreement, full aid will be immediately sent into the Gaza Strip. At a minimum, aid quantities will be consistent with what was included in the 19th of January 2025 agreement regarding humanitarian aid, including rehabilitation of infrastructure, water, electricity, sewage, rehabilitation of hospitals and bakeries, and entry to necessary equipment to remove rubble and open roads. So that's just like rebuild it, I guess. Entry of distribution and aid in Gaza Strip will proceed without interference from the 2 parties through the United Nations and its agencies and the Red Crescent, in addition to other international institutions not associated in any manner with either party. Opening the Rafah crossing in both directions will be subject to the same mechanism implemented under 19th of January 2025 agreement. That's like fairly that's fine, I guess, whatever.
Again, even those, it's saying if Hamas give up all their weapons and stop.
Yeah.
But like, so far it's been Hamas that is like refusing to do that, though. That's the key thing. That's the absolute key thing. Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
Well, this is the next one. This is the real clincher.
Okay.
Gaza will be governed under the temporary transitional governance of a technocratic, apolitical Palestinian committee. Well, one, I can't believe they actually said a technocratic. Like, using that language is mental to me, and it's so funny that it's fucking Tony Blair, which they say responsible for delivering the day-to-day running of public services and municipalities for the people in Gaza. This committee will be made up of qualified Palestinians and international experts with oversight and supervision by a new international transitional body, the Board of Peace, which will be headed and chaired by Donald Trump, with other members and heads of state to be announced, including Tony Blair. Well, he's not a head of state.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mental.
Got
like,
a name
actually
check.
mental.
Got a name check right away.
Yeah. The Board of Peace, Tony Blair. What?
Yeah.
This body, it's mental, isn't it? Tony Blair, war criminal. Tony Blair, Board of Peace. Man, come on. This body will set out the framework and handle the funding for the redevelopment of Gaza until such time as a Palestinian Authority has completed its reform program, as outlined in various proposals, including President Trump's peace plan in 2020 and the Saudi-French proposal, and can securely and effectively take back control of Gaza. This body will call on best international standards to create modern and efficient governance that serves the people of Gaza and is conducive to attracting investment. From who? Who's going to invest?
Yeah. That is interesting that that's left unstated.
Yeah. BlackRock. BlackRock has the contracts to rebuild Ukraine. You know that, right?
Yeah, I had heard that. I didn't know if that was 100%.
Yeah, pretty certain it is. Yeah,
real fact.
So
I had heard that. Yeah,
BlackRock will be on this for sure. Mental.
I got a new tractor factory I want to open up. I know. Let's build it in the Gaza Strip. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Trump economic development plan to rebuild and energize Gaza will be created by convening a panel of experts who have helped birth some of the thriving modern miracle cities in the Middle East. Many thoughtful investment proposals and exciting development ideas have been crafted by well-meaning international groups and will be considered to synthesize the security and governance frameworks to attract and facilitate these investments that will create jobs, opportunity, and hope for future Gaza. It's basically trying to domesticate barbarians, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do.
It feels like they want to make it like Abu Dhabi.
Yeah,
Or
New
Doha
Dubai.
or something, or Dubai, yeah, like all these like the offshore land reclamation, and we'll build like some really nice, shiny, new, cutting edge skyscraper there, and all that sort of thing, and great holiday homes for the rich, the super rich, like
Which is funny because the people of like Abu Dhabi and Dubai, they hate these kind of Islamists because they're radical, they're mental.
Yeah.
Right, like those parts of, and I mean, even they're a little bit, pretty insane as well. But they have grown the way they have in the Middle East because of partial enlightenment. Partial enlightenment, right? Partial relaxation of things. That's mental. God, this is especially. Oh, sorry,
I was just gonna say, yeah, if you're the wrong type of Muslim. Palestinians will have a problem with you. Absolutely. Yeah. If you're like Iranian or Bahraini, right? Or just the wrong stripe. The wrong stripe. If you're like a true Arab Muslim from Riyadh or something, and the way you practice Islam, or you're from Morocco or Indonesia, and just the way you practice your religion isn't in line with theirs, then yeah, you've got a problem again. So yeah, it's clearly unrealistic, isn't it?
Yeah. A special economic zone will be established with preferred tariff and access rates that be negotiated with participating countries. So they're just going to continue to be a charity, effectively. So that's great. Love that. No one will be forced to leave Gaza, but people can come and go if they want to. That's fine, effectively. I'll sort of summarize some of this stuff now. Hamas and other factions agree not to have any role in the governance of Gaza directly, indirectly, or in any form. All military terror and offensive infrastructure, including tunnels and weapon production facilities, will be destroyed and not rebuilt. There'll be a process of demilitarization of Gaza under the supervision of independent monitors, which will include placing weapons permanently beyond use through an agreed process of decommissioning and supported by an internationally funded buyback and reintegration program, all verified by the independent monitors. New Gaza will be fully committed to building a prosperous economy and to peaceful coexistence with its neighbors. They haven't agreed to that, but fine.
Right, again, just super quick. At the top of that one, Hamas agrees to not be in government and give all its weapons up. Well, then, I highly doubt they'll agree to that. Go on.
Yeah. A guarantee will be provided by regional partners to ensure that Hamas and other factions comply with their obligations and that New Gaza poses no threat to its neighbors or its people. Yeah, sure. I don't think they're going to agree to that, but fine. United Nations will work with Arab and international partners to develop a temporary international stabilization force, ISF, to immediately deploy in Gaza. The ISF will train and provide support to vetted Palestinian police forces in Gaza, and will consult with Jordan and Egypt, who have extensive experience in this field. This force will be the long-term internal security solution. The ISF will work with Israel and Egypt to help secure border areas, along with newly trained Palestinian police forces. It is critical to prevent munitions from entering Gaza and to facilitate the rapid and secure flow of goods to rebuild and revitalize Gaza. A deconfliction mechanism will be agreed upon by the parties. Good luck with that.
So occupied. So Hamas They're not allowed to be any part of government, give up all the weapons, and the entire area is occupied.
Yeah,
They won't
basically.
agree. They won't agree to
that. Yeah. 16. Israel will not occupy or annex Gaza as the ISF establishes control and stability. The Israel Defense Forces (IDF) will withdraw based on standard milestones and timeframes linked to demilitarization that will be agreed upon between the IDF, ISF, and the guarantors, the United States, with objectives of a secure Gaza that no longer poses a threat to Israel, Egypt, or its citizens. Practically, the IDF will progressively hand over the Gaza territory it occupies to the ISF according to an agreement they will make with the transitional authority until they are withdrawn completely from Gaza, save for a security perimeter presence that will remain until Gaza is properly secure from any resurgent terror threat. In the event Hamas delays or rejects this proposal, the above, including the scaled-up aid operation, will proceed in the terror-free areas handed over from the IDF to the ISF. An interfaith dialogue process will be established based on the values of tolerance and peaceful coexistence to try and change mindsets and narratives of Palestinians and Israelis by emphasizing the benefits that can be derived from peace. And while Gaza redevelopment advances, when the PA reform program is faithfully carried out, the conditions may finally be in place for a credible pathway to Palestinian self-determination and statehood, which we recognize as the aspiration of the Palestinian people. And lastly, the United States will establish a dialogue between Israel and the Palestinians to agree on a political horizon for peaceful and prosperous coexistence. Right, I will say this. At the very least, this looks like a plan. More often than not, people of the West has waded into the Middle East, overthrown people, removed dictators, and they've not had any plans at all. They've just gone, oh, well, see you later then. At least this is a plan. I'm going to say, I don't think it's going to work, but at the very least, it's a plan.
You're right. Yeah, at least it's something on paper. Yeah. I mean, the vast majority of all of that, I can't see Hamas agreeing to. And the last couple of ones, I'm very surprised Israel or Netty agreed to. I mean, that number 19 saying we'll recognize the aspirations of the Palestinian people to have self-determination and statehood. They don't want that. Netty doesn't want that. All the hardliners in Israel don't want that. Perhaps they're just saying they'll go along with it at this stage, and later down the line, maybe years down the line, they then renege on that. That's the sort of thing they have done loads of times. Yeah, it's unrealistic pie in the sky stuff. If you accept what is at the very core, what is in the heart and soul of Hamas and the Israeli hardliners, it's just. I mean, you're right. It's something. It's more than what they drew up and released to do with a post-Saddam Iraq, wasn't it? It's more than what they drew up and released in a post-Taliban Afghanistan. So it's something. You're not wrong there, but it seems pie in the sky to me.
Well, the main thing is this bloody Tony Blair crap. This is the thing that's gone mental, I think. Wes Streeting came out and said stuff. So, again, Labour, Wes Streeting was like, well, given his record on the Iraq war, that will raise some eyebrows.
It's quite a funny thing to say.
Said if he can bring those considerable skills in both diplomacy and statecraft, that can only be a good thing. It's like, well, no, mate. No, this is odd. This guy is, he should be nowhere near it. Should be nowhere near it.
Like, he's the guy. Like, he can fix this.
Oh, mate, do you think maybe this is like? Do you think this is like Tony Blair's attempt at, I don't know, some form of like clearing his record? Like, oh yeah, Iraq was really shit. I said, like, it's a stain on my name. I know. I'll make peace between Israel and Gaza. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's his thought. Maybe that is in his head. He's like, I can be the guy. I'm the guy. I will get peace between Israel and Gaza. I'm that guy. Yeah, I destroyed Iraq, but I'm the guy. Maybe that's it.
I think he's been trying to sort of soothe his own soul ever since 2003. You know, he's like the Middle East envoy for peace.
Yeah.
He is in the UN. Yeah, it's like, seems like he's trying to cleanse his conscience or something. Yeah, and he's been dining out on the Good Friday Agreement. I saw it was mentioned there in that article from 1998. He's been dining out on that for knocking 30 years now. And even that is all the okay. A low resolution thing is that they built loads of walls in Northern Ireland, in like Belfast and various other cities and towns in Northern Ireland. They built loads and loads of walls and segregated the cathos from the proddies, right? Just keep them separate physically. If they can't blow up each other's pubs and funerals, then the war will slowly dial down. Yeah, that worked. That kind of worked. It worked pretty well, to be fair. It worked pretty well, but it doesn't actually cure the thing.
Yeah,
right. It doesn't. Right. It just stops them from killing each other as easily.
You just stemmed the flow of blood.
Given enough time, the tension ramps down. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Will that work? Did that work in a post-Saddam Iraq? No, not at all. Will that work in Gaza? I highly doubt it.
Well, here's the thing. Sorry to interject real quick. Well, we missed one thing because it wasn't said there. It was said in another article, right? That was just his 20-point plan for governance. But remember, all of this is predicated on Hamas agreeing to it, right? So Trump said that if Hamas rejected the deal, Israeli Prime Minister would have his full backing to do what you would have to do. So maybe the plan is to offer such a ridiculous deal that they go, obviously not. And then Trump goes, oh, well, never mind then. Level them.
We tried. Oh, well.
That's all I can think of, right?
I mean, that is a tried and tested strategy and gambit, is that you offer your enemy a deal that they cannot accept. And then you can make the argument, as I said, well, we tried. We did our best. They're the unreasonable baddies in all of this. Now we bomb you back to the Stone Age. It's an old strategy. I mean, yeah, do what you have to do. It's pretty ominous.
Yeah, a little bit. He would have his full backing. Do what you've got to do. I support you.
Yeah. Well, which means what? Pushing them all up against the Egyptian border and starving them to death. I mean, is that what it is? I mean, I don't know. I've said a number of times, I'm not pro Hamas. God, said I don't know how many times I have to say it. I haven't got. I don't pick a side in it. But is that what that is? Do what you have to do. Like anything will back you in anything. What that then? Is that what it is? I don't know. I really don't know.
Guess we'll see from Hamas delegates. See what they say.
Because they are suicidal enough just to, not accept it. It's one of their only routes out of complete annihilation. Is this? But I suspect they won't accept it.